Hello, everybody. Welcome to another live stream with Mint Market. Today, I'm doing the PM session, and because I was not able to do the AM session today since I made a trip with my grandfather, and usually I'm not planning to do these PM sessions, but today I will be seeing if I find a trade in the PM session as an exception. So at the very beginning, let me remind you that everything being said here is my personal opinion about the market. I'm not licensed to give any trade advice, and if I do trades here in front of you live, that's in a demo account, please do not use anything being said or done here to risk real money. You could potentially lose your money. With that being said, let's start into the trading session and the analysis. Today we had a pretty strong retracement of yesterday's decline, but we saw already a retracement yesterday as well. And the blue line here, which you can see on the 4-hour, is actually the new week opening gap. So this week's open, and I think we have a pretty good chance that price wants to trade into this area here. How far, and if it trades through, remains to be seen. We have taken out buy-side liquidity, so right now we haven't had any market structure shift to the downside. So if we have a market structure shift to the downside, a significant one, that would probably change my mind. But so far we are consolidating here, and I think we will see another leg higher into the new week opening gap. That's my initial bias for the session. Unless we see a strong market structure shift here, then I would probably focus on sell side liquidity. We had an up day so far in the AM session, and we will see if we see a continuation or a reversal. So far we are in a premium. We are above the New York midnight price and above the 8:30 opening price. So we are right now, we are in a premium, and we took out the buy side liquidity already here. So it remains to be seen if we stay strong here. Very nice AM session here today. We had a lot of buy side liquidity resting here, equal highs, 7 AM highs, and on the lower time frame, if I would be in the chart, I would have liked to take a long here. On the 2-minute chart, we had a market structure shift here, high, low, price trades above it, even though slightly, trades back into the fair value gap here, and running higher. Oh, hi Victoria, welcome back. Nice to have you back in the stream. That's very cute. Saying that you missed me in the afternoon. I will try to be back tomorrow in the afternoon, and today let's try out the PM session as an experiment. Let's check real quick if we are in fact live. Looking good so far. All right, so far it looks like we actually do have a market structure shift here on the 5-minute. So that's actually a 5-minute market structure shift. So let's see, maybe we will see lower prices, but it's too early to say at the moment, in my opinion. But we have a market structure shift here so far on the 5-minute. Low, a high, low, higher high, and we traded through. So let's see, so far it's not very significant, and also what I'm looking at here is this fair value gap. Let's see if this acts as support or if we trade through and it acts as resistance. So far I'm actually waiting for a setup to form. Too early to say, in my opinion. So far we see a light indication that it probably wants to retrace, but too early to say. We're still in this imbalance here, this fair value gap, so it might just close, might go back down here, close, and then still go higher. So I want to see if we really have a sustained market structure shift or just a little dive into this fair value gap acting as support and going higher anyways, because I think, again, I think this blue line here, the new week opening gap here, is a potential draw on liquidity. So we should keep that in mind. So let me outline this fair value gap here real quick. So yeah, let's see how it holds, how that supports price. Gun to my head, I still think we will see higher prices this session. It's not ideal at the very moment. I'm not having a strong trade idea. I think it's like at the moment for me it's like 50-50. I need a little bit more confirmation. I do think that we might want to go a little bit higher here. I think the chance that we go higher is a little bit higher than that we go lower here. We took out the low. Let's see if we can find a trade setup. If a trade setup with a good risk reward model unfolds. So what is good, we took out short-term liquidity here, this low here, we dived back into the fair value gap, so now we could potentially see higher prices going into this new week, old new week opening gap. So that's what my idea is currently, and I will see if I can find a setup here, a good one to enter a trade or not. So far we haven't had a market structure shift to the upside. We had just basically a small little stop run and a retracement into the fair value gap. So far, but we also have a market structure. We have a market structure shift to the downside, not to the upside so far. So, and we also have a little fair value gap here. So I think we have to consider that one as well. And so far I'm still kind of 50-50. So far I don't have a strong bias. I prefer the upside a little bit, but I also see a sell setup as well with this 5-minute market structure shift. So we could, and this fair value gap respecting so far. So I could potentially see lower prices after the stop runs, after the running buy side liquidity in the AM session here. This high being cleared from Sunday, this high from Monday being cleared. So, but yeah, we will see. We just closed on the 15-minute, we just closed in the fair value gap here. So if we are strong, we might see higher prices now, if I'm correct with my bullish session bias here. And I will see if I can find a bullish trade here. What is not ideal is that we're already in a premium if this fair value gap, this CB, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, acts as support. That's a indicator that we might want to go higher if we trade through, and this acts as support. Yeah. And also let me remind you, if you are watching I would really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel and leave a thumbs up if you like what I'm doing, if you like the stream. That would be really cool, but would be really encouraging for me to continue to grow the channel and continue doing these live streams. So actually for now, that looks good for a bullish trade. We have a 1 minute market structure shift after taking sell side liquidity, so that's good in my opinion. And I would like to get a fair value gap entry here maybe to try to take a long. Let's see what the risk management needs to be. Still high volatility, so 8 handles here for a potential stop loss. If we would we have a 1 minute fair value gap here, so it would be nice if we could go back into that for an entry. Doesn't give me that so far. That's a little bit disappointing that it runs off without me just now. Oh man, come on, give me an entry. It's always stupid if you have an analysis and you're on the right side and then you're waiting for a good entry and it doesn't form. And it just runs off without you. Stupid, but I just can't take an entry here. It's just not a good risk to reward setup. If I just enter here, don't want to chase price. All right. Come on, we do see an upside candle. Come on, give me a retracement. Here we have a fair value gap here. Let's see if that acts, if we trade through that, if that acts as support or resistance. Another fair value gap here. This I don't want to see as an entry anymore. Don't think this is out of. Oh, come on. Stupid if it just runs. Give me an entry, come on. Give me an entry. Okay, I'm looking. Okay. Have to connect to the paper trading account first. And it probably just runs without me. How stupid. How stupid. Alright, let's see if we maybe get a retracement into this bullish order block here on the 15 minutes. This one I'm looking at. Oh man, I hate it. I hate it if you have an idea and a plan and a bias and then it runs without you. You're looking to take a trade and then there's just no setup forming. Man, come on. I wanted to enter down here already, didn't give me anything and runs out runs already 10 handles without me, and now it touches my target and I'm not on board. That is fucking stupid. Man, I hate it. I literally hate it. Alright, doesn't want to give me an entry. Great. So we're just looking our trader deer to pan out without being on board. That is great. I love it. I love it. You gotta manage your trade psychology. I really like my FOMO kicks in. I really want to take the trade now because I was right. I want to be on board, and now I want to chase this trade. But if I enter now, I'm going to get wrecked. I don't have a solid risk reward. If I enter the trade now, I will regret it without the sound entry. So stupid, but what can you do? Come on, that's a joke. Just goes further and further to my target and nothing to enter. I fucking hate it. I'm a little bit not very patient today. Come on, give me an entry. I wanted to enter down here. Here, that's where I wanted to enter. That is where I wanted to enter. Now we're already away from that target, far away, 10 handles, and if I enter now, I'm probably chasing price, which is stupid. But I simply don't get an entry. Just tape. Yeah, I guess I can just tape read it. I guess I have to be happy with analyzing it and being right about my trade idea. Oh, come on. That is so disappointing. That would have been a full trade setup here. 10 handles, that's enough. If I would have had the chance to enter here, going here, 10 handles, that's a perfect. That would have been enough for today. That would be the session. I would have targeted this new week, this old new week opening gap, and that would have been enough for the session. Now we have to be careful. We took another high out. And it still gives me no fair value gap entry. Here would have been the next fair value gap entry. Here is the next entry on the 1 minute and on the 2 minutes. Nope. 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 We have a breaker here. High, low, high, lower, low. Market structure shift, traded through. So we do actually have a 3 minute breaker here. Let's see if we keep a fair value gap here, and if we get a potential chance to enter here. That would be would be cool if we could get a chance here to enter. Let's put that away for visibility. So here we have a fair value gap of 3 minutes, which is higher, already formed here. So let's see if we do get a fair value gap entry here. I'm not sure if I wanna. I will take this trade now, but I'm not happy with it. I would have liked to take it much earlier, much lower here. So I think we already took out another high here. We are at the high of this, at the low of this opening gap. So it's not ideal in my opinion. I would have liked to have this as a target in the first place. Now I feel like chasing it because I think it can still go higher. And also the risk to reward is not ideal because we have 1 fair value gap, 2 fair value gap, 3 fair value gaps, so the stop has to be pretty big. However, I will enter it here now, and stop will be here. We will take some more risk on today, and we will see if it pans out. Kind of a little bit in a revenge mode now, since I'm angry that I didn't get the trade in the first place that I wanted. So I hope that's going to be good. That's going to work out. Let's put that aside now. So I entered in this 3-minute fair value gap. That was my entry. So let's see where I want to take the trade off is the midpoint of this gap here. So the take profit will be approximately here. Alright, so probably a miss now. I wanted to take off partial here above the high, so not able to do that anymore. Oh man, that's annoying. I hate it. I hate it right now. That's a stupid trade. I wanted to take something off, so now at least we entered the 5-minute fair value gap as well. And why is it not? I'm actually not very patient today. Alright. I will take 2 off because I wanted to do it anyways in the first place after taking out the high. So I'm taking a partial here. And I will see I want to see it come back to the midpoint here. I think we could still go higher. We have had a retracement into this 5-minute fair value gap here after a market structure shift. So that's reasonable. And I want also, we had an entry on the 3-minute fair value gap, and I want to see it expand higher now. And I actually going to put the stop up here now. And we took a partial off around 250. That's not much. I just wanted to reduce risk a little bit. So let's check out how many handles we are in profit already. 5 handles, that's okay. And again, I'm targeting the mean threshold of this. Opening, new week opening gap. I think that's reasonable. And so far, it looks good. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see a huge retracement now anymore. So I'm gonna take another partial here, and I will leave the rest on. And I think I'm going to move the stop up. No, I think I will leave the stop here. Now the stop is actually fine. Should not come back down, but it could potentially. Would not be good if it does. We have another fair value gap here. Would be good if this candle here from 230 would hold price up, and this fair value gap as well. So yeah, we're just sticking to the midpoint of this weekly gap here, and I think that's reasonable. The stop I could potentially move, but I don't want to right now. It would be reasonable to go a little bit further down. Let me see how far it moved up. So we have almost 10 handles in profit now, which is nice. thinking about taking another partial here. I'm at least ready to take a partial if it does something I want to see or don't want to see. Otherwise, I'll probably leave the position as it is right now. I don't want to see big retracements now. I just want to see price just go higher to my target, to be honest. I don't think it would be very good to see retracements and stop runs here at this point. I think it should just go higher now, but who knows. We have also an old high here. That is a potential buy side draw for liquidity. Retracement, fair value gap entry on the 2-minute here. Now I want to see it run higher. I will take another partial once it breaks this high here. So yes, here now. So I will take another partial here, and now I'll put the stop break even. I don't want to. So I'll put the stop now break even. So we banked profit anyways. So whatever happens, now we have made money. And in my opinion, it should just go higher from here. It should not retrace and come back from my stop anyways. That would not be good. We have a 3-minute fair value gap here, so stop could be below the midpoint here. Miss Lala Bharati, welcome to my live stream. Cool that you're here. Not sure what you mean with XXX, but cool that you're watching. And I hope you can get something out of the trade analysis and the trade example here. And if you want to introduce yourself, maybe tell something about what you're trading. Let me know what style of trading you do, how long you've been doing ICT, if you use these concepts or whatever you want to share. So far, I don't like this retracement too much. I mean, it can do it, obviously. A retracement here is possible. But I would rather just see it expand higher here without huge retracement. We have this fair value gap here, so it would be good if it just closes above this fair value gap here and goes higher. That would be ideal. And Let's see if my target gets hit. I think my target is very reasonable with the mean threshold of this weekly opening gap. So I'll just hold on to that one. And it doesn't matter anyways because the stop is already break even and we have banked partial profits. So let's see. I guess we will just be patient here. And we'll see if our trade comes to fruition. I want to see a big green candle now, energetic run up, not a I want to see this candle being green and bold here now, jumping right into our target. I don't want to see a run up here, retracement, breaking down this fair value gap. That would be not good. So this would be not good if we close below this fair value gap here, in my opinion. Still doesn't negate the whole trade idea. We can come to the low of this weekly opening gap and then go higher still. But for my trade, I would prefer it to go right into the target. I want to see this candle close green, go right above the mid threshold of this wick here at 14.35. Don't want to see it come back down here. I want to see strength go right through it. All right, we closed above the fair value gap, which is good, but we should not come back down here, in my opinion. It would be better if it doesn't. It can and still go to the midpoint, but this is not what I want to see for my trade right now. This is not what I want to see. And I think I will just, if it breaks this low, I will just close it. So we'll put stop loss up. Wrong direction. I will move the stop loss up a little bit. I wanna see this trade stay strong here. I wanna see it go right up here and make a higher high. I don't wanna see it break this high here, close above. That would be not ideal. Mr. Lala Barati. If you want to share, let me know where you come from. All right, that's good. That is good so far. I like that. I like a green, big, up close candle. I want to trade. I want an energetic run through this high here. And if it runs through that high here, I will put my stop right below this low here, because then it shouldn't come back down anyways. All right, so far so good. So far so good. We are about to take out this high here, and I want to see this high being taken now. Come on. I don't want to see it. I'll put the stop now. I'm going to put it here. So we are in the last, it's almost 8:50 p.m. New York time. So the last hourly macro starts. Very good. So we just took out that high. That is good. And I do not want this low being broken now. If that low is being broken, that I want to be out anyway. So we banked 200 on the last partial here, and we are about to see my target hit, hopefully. If not, then I just missed it by one handle. Right, since we took out that high here, I don't want this low being broken now, because that would be a market structure shift to the downside, and I don't want to see that. I want to see it stay strong here and go further into my target. And I think we should see that, because that's the midpoint. It's even below the midpoint of this weekly opening gap. So that's a very reasonable target. If you like the stream, if you get something out of the analysis and the trade examples, would really appreciate it if you give the video a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would be also cool. So it's pretty slow, pretty choppy at the moment. It's a little bit boring to be in trades like this. All right, now it seems like we get a correction. Let's see if we get stopped out. I don't care anyways. This trade annoys me a little bit. So I don't care if we get out of this trade. We banked something already, so it's fine. If it stops me out, it stops me out. Come on, do something. Do something, go to my target or stop me out. All right, come on. I would like to grab some food now, so please, market, just go and take my take profit, or go and take my stop loss. All right, you know what? I'm going to close the trade as soon as we take out this high here. If we do so. Oh man, that trade annoys me. Just not moving, so lethargic. So lethargic. So I'm gonna close it as soon as it takes out. If it makes as soon as it makes a higher high, I'm going to close it. If it does so. Oh man, that's an annoying trade. Holy cow. Holy cow, that trade goes on my nerves. Alright. Yes. At least it takes my stop soon. And I can turn off the chart. Right, perfect. So nice, at least stopped out, so I don't need to wait here forever. And we have a market structure shift, so that's fine. So I don't want to stay in this trade anyways. We have a high, low, higher high here. So I don't want to stay in a trade because we have a market structure shift here anyways. But however, the trade was good. It was just one handle away of my target. I'm happy. We made some money, and not too bad. From 99,500 approximately to 1,600, so about 1,100. Oh, sorry, 1,800. So about 1,300 demo dollars for today for the PM session. So I'm happy with that. That was exceptionally today, the PM session. Tomorrow I will be back doing the streaming the AM session. I hope you liked the analysis. I hope you liked the trade example with a win today. So we're up about 800 bucks since the start. That's nice. And I'm going to close the stream today. And would be cool if you want to stay in touch. You can check out our X account. I will show it to you here in a second once it loaded. Once it has loaded. And feel free to like the video. Would be really cool if you give the video a thumbs up if you did so. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss another video. And I hope you liked the stream, and I will be back tomorrow in the AM session doing another Silver Bullet trading session. I wish you all a good night and see you next time. Bye bye.